With disc brakes rapidly becoming the norm in the road bike industry, it's easy to think that the rim brake is dead. But in this video, I found 10 really good rim brake equipped road bikes that you can still buy, barring COVID-19 related stock issues. So I won't go into pros and cons of disc versus rim brakes. You'll have your own opinion, but I've had quite a few requests for a video like this, so this is a video, and hopefully you find it interesting. If you want a new bike and you're not interested in disc brakes, you want a rim brake bike. And there are still benefits to rim brakes. They're lighter for the most part than disc brakes. There's reduced complexity if you're not familiar with bleeding brakes and changing pads on disc brakes. They're more familiar for the rim brakes we've known for the last 100 years or so. And they're generally a bit cheaper than disc brake bikes. But the issue is that bike manufacturers are increasingly moving towards disc brakes for whatever reason you might want to decide on. That is the way it's going. So rim brake bikes are harder to find, but they are out there, and I found 10, so let's dive in. So some of the biggest bikes in the industry, like the Specialized Tarmac, the Trek Emonda, and the giant TCR got updates last year. But where the Specialized and the Trek dropped the rim brake support, Giant is still offering a rim brake version of its latest flagship TCR Advanced. You might see my videos on the disc brake version, link down below if you missed that. Fantastic bike, lightweight, now slightly aero, really smart looking bike, semi-integrated cable routing, press fit bottom bracket, wide tyre clearance, really nice, smooth, fast ride performance. And to highlight the savings you get with rim brakes, this version costs £3,700 with a Shimano mechanical Ultegra group set and carbon fibre wheels, which are tubeless ready using the latest hookless standards, so tubeless out of the box pretty much. So a really good looking bike, looks fast, looks light. That is a good option if you want a rim brake bike for the summer. Canyon is often cited as offering great value for money thanks to their direct sales business model, and the Ultimate CF SL and CF SLX is still offered with rim brakes for the time being. So this bike was first launched in 2013, the update in 2013, slightly aero and lighter than the one before it, and given a disc brake makeover in 2017. And for 2021, it's still offered with rim brakes where stock allows. That may change in the future because we saw with the Aero race bike, that was updated with no support for rim brakes, so disc brakes across the board. But for now, the Ultimate, if you can get your hands on one, is still offered with rim brakes. In the high grade CF SLX version with Shimano Dura-Race Di2, you're looking at just under £7,500. And for the CF SL8, which uses a low grade carbon fibre, so a small weight penalty, but a big saving on your wallet, an Ultegra Di2 equipped bike costs £3,300 with nice shallow section DT Swiss wheels and Tanwell GP 5000 tyres. On the website, it's saying stock is due in August, so not much of a wait if you want a bike for the summer. Specialized updated its flagship Tarmac SL7 in 2020 with no rim brakes in sight, so disc brakes across the board. In fact, the most expensive rim brake bike you can buy from Specialized now is the Allez Elite, costing £1,249. So it's an aluminium frame with carbon fibre fork, and is equipped with a Shimano 105 group set, a Praxis chain set, and DT Swiss wheels. I can't imagine the Italian bike brands ever ditching rim brakes, can you? That would be crazy. And from Colnago, it's the Tour de France winning bike last year, the C64. So the C64 is made in Italy using carbon fibre tubes and lugs in a process that goes right back to the mid-90s with the iconic, the legendary C40. So C40 was introduced and immediately won big races like Paris-Roubaix on multiple occasions. Then there's C50, C59, C60, and now the C64 is the latest version. Available with disc brakes if you want them, but also still offered with rim brakes. Now, a beautiful looking frame, artisan made frame, with all that history and heritage and Tour de France success as well. But a frame set will cost you £4,500, so not a cheap option, but it has rim brakes. One of the most successful bikes at the Tour de France in the last decade is of course the Pinarello Dogma F12, which is offered with rim brakes or disc brakes, but all that Tour de France success with Team Sky and Team Ineos was with rim brakes. That team hasn't moved to disc brakes yet, if they ever will. If you like the look of a Dogma F12 and you want to emulate all those pros at the Tour de France, then you're looking at £10,000 for a bike with Shimano's Dura-Race Di2 group set and matching Dura-Race carbon fibre wheels. So very much a top end build. Then the Bianchi Oltre XR4, the bike that nearly won the Tour de France last year and won a load of big races last year, and all with rim brakes. So the Oltre XR4 is the Italian company's aero road bike and uses countervail technology, which is a really smart material embedded within the carbon to reduce vibrations that come through the frame and ruin the ride on rough roads. And the good news is, while they offer a disc brake version of this bike, they haven't yet dropped the rim brake version. Now I fully expect a new Oltre XR something to come out fairly soon, hopefully this year perhaps, but with COVID-19 that may not happen this year at all, maybe next year. So for now it's still a really good contender, and as we've seen from all that race success last year, a viable contender if you want a high performance road race bike with rim brakes. If all that sounds way too expensive for you, then how about this at the other end of the price spectrum, the brand new Orbea Avant. It's a brand new platform of alloy endurance road bikes offered with a choice of rim brakes or disc brakes. You might see my review of the disc brake version, link down below if you missed that, and the two cheapest models in the range are offered with rim brakes. So that's a really good option if you're new to cycling and you want your first road bike, or you're looking to upgrade from a cheaper road bike to something that will help you do sporties and other big rides you've got planned this summer. The Ribble Endurance SLR is a great value, high performance road race bike for UK customers. It's offered with disc brakes, which I reviewed a few years ago, but also with rim brakes. So all the same aero features, mudguard mounts, wide tyre clearance, but with a choice of disc brakes or rim brakes to suit your preference. The great thing about Ribble is not only are the bikes good value for money, with an Ultegra mechanical equipped bike costing from £2,600, but you can customise the spec of the bikes and the way they look on their online configurator. So really smart tool that. While many of the big bike brands have totally ditched rim brakes in that pursuit, that chasing of disc brake technology, many smaller brands still offer rim brakes, and here are two examples from the UK. The Reilly T325 is your classic titanium road race bike, designed for speed, for performance, for going fast, but with that smooth titanium ride that's renowned for. I reviewed this bike quite a few years ago when it first came out, and I found it delivered everything you want in a road race bike with the smallest weight penalty over an equivalent carbon fibre model. Another great option is the Enigma Evade. Like at Reilly, this is a classic looking and beautifully simple titanium road race frame, but this one has the addition of mudguard mounts, giving that versatility to fit mudguards for winter riding, which is essential here in the UK. Frames cost from £2,000 and complete builds from just over £3,000, so it looks a really good option, this one. So those have been 10 road bikes with rim brakes that you can still buy, just about, if you're not ready to make the leap to disc brakes just yet and you're quite happy with rim brakes, as I know many of you are, because you tell me all the time you're not ready for disc brakes just yet. What this list will look like in a year's time, 5 years time, 10 years time is anybody's guess. Will rim brakes become extinct, or will there be a resurgence of interest in rim brakes? Nobody knows. I'd love to know your thoughts on this matter. It will be interesting to see what happens for sure. If there are bikes I've missed, and I'm sure there are, do let me know in the comment section below. And let me know if you're looking to buy a rim brake bike when you next buy a bike instead of disc brakes, or whether you think disc brakes are the future and rim brakes are old technology. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this one. Anyway, that's all for now. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow me on Instagram and Twitter and all that jazz, and I'll see you all again next time. Thank you for watching.